In this episode, we've been discussing to you guys about the spring weather, as some parts of the United States could be entering spring weeks early. Then we'll be discussing to you guys about the upcoming severe weather opportunities for the South and a potential severe weather for next week for much of the Midwest. Welcome, everybody. My name is Schubert, and as you can see here, it is very, very warm all across the Midwest. In fact, you have to be seeing cold temperatures for snow all the way up in this region. It is in the 50s once again here in Illinois, much of Iowa in the 50s, 60s, and 70s in the south, and it's looking like spring could be early or maybe not. So, we'll be discussing to you guys looking at different model radar. We'll be starting ourselves with the go-to GFS. And what we're going to be doing with GFS is be showing us the temperature outlook for the next few days and with the upcoming storm systems. So this is what the current temperatures would be forecasting for the GFS. Look at that, 60s degrees all the way towards Des Moines, Iowa in the mid 50s. You can just see the warm bubble all across this region. It's very cold in northeast, but that's about to be over with. In fact, you might be going to record warmth in the next few days. But what we've been talking to you guys first is the upcoming storm system that is forecast to impact the United States on Thursday. So we'll be taking you guys to let's get you to Thursday real quickly. Hour 36, and what I want to talk to you guys first is about the severe weather and then the hidden snow that could be impacting Iowa and Illinois. So here we go as we're heading towards Wednesday. You can see right here we got some warm temperatures in the 50s and 60s, dew points already in the 50s and 60s, which is why for Wednesday there is a potential risk for some severe weather with a marginal risk with 2% chance, but we'll show you guys what we're thinking of for now using Radar Omega. So as we get into Wednesday early morning, this is hour 36, we'll move to hour 39. And you can see that the cold front is backed by Dallas, but you have a nice warm bubble of moisture all across this region. And if we pair that up with the 500 winds, you can see there is a little bit of wind shear, but not too much to supporting like widespread severe weather. And if we just keep playing it up to hour 42, when we move it up to now hour 45, you can see that it's becoming a lot more ominous. That you can see where the warm front is right here with all this in the 60s, and having 60-degree dew points we know is trouble. Keep monitoring the moving. You can just see it expands to the north and to the east with mid-60 dew points. Now we're going to be taking a look with the surface-based wind shear, and you can see the negative trough. Right now what's going on is the only issue is most of the wind shear is back here, and it's more like this. So the wind shear is kind of lacking, but you still got some decent shear up in this region. And if I bring in the composite reflectivity, you can see that the cold front is still back here, but you have some sun coming up here, which will also play a role in increasing instability. We'll be moving out to hour 51. You can see the storm starts to develop up across Louisiana and East Texas. And then we're going to quickly show you guys what the CAPE values are to surface-based CAPE. You can see there's some decent CAPE of well over 1,000. So we're going to have the CAPE. So the CAPE is there right now. How about that? So you have all these CAPE values of over 1,000 with a high dew points. So there's going to be a lot of moisture in this storm system, which would also could be able to combat the wind shear, the lack of wind shear, potential with temperatures well over almost 80 degrees in the southeast. So we're going to keep on going with the composite reflectivity real quickly. And we'll go to hour 54. This is about Wednesday afternoon where the peak of the severe weather, in my opinion, you can see a line of storms. So here, any of these could produce some severe weather. It doesn't look like a major severe weather outbreak is forecast, but you might get some gusty winds because of where the trough is. You might get a line of a squall line to develop and move its way to north and to the east relatively quickly. So as we're going there, let's quickly go up to north. and show you guys the precip type because I want to be talking about what most people would not be talking about is in this region. So you might be thinking, hey, it's just rain, nothing's gonna happen. Look, I'll show you guys temperature right now in the same region is about 35, 37 degrees. So you might be thinking, oh, it's just gonna be cold rain. Nothing's gonna happen. It's just gonna be those typical cold, annoying rainfall. But as we head to the overnight hours, temperatures tend to drop, and with rain coming in, it will decrease the temperatures relatively quickly. And if I move into hour 54, when we move in from hour 54 up to hour 60, you can start to see the snow that's forecasted to develop. Models have been trending like this in the past few days, the past maybe past 48 hours, which is why this could be a sneaky snowstorm for Iowa, northwest Illinois, southern Wisconsin, central Wisconsin. Could be getting in with some good snowfall, which is quite remarkable to think about, where temperatures could be hours in advance, almost 40, mid 40s. And if you go to hour 66, you can see that it is just coming in all across this E region. I won't be surprised this could shift a little bit more farther south. And if this transition could occur a little bit more earlier, maybe, which I think it's trending a little bit earlier and more colder, we could be seeing heavy snowfall from pretty much in this region. Places like the Quad Cities down to Des Moines could be hitting with some snowfall, which is quite remarkable when it's 60 degrees today. And we're talking about potential heavy snowfalls for this region. Moving into hour 75 and 78 when the snow is out of here. So what's going to happen is, depending on the track, it's going to bring in some cold air behind it, and this region right here could be getting some hefty snowfall. Let's show you guys how much snowfall could you be getting in this region. Let's take a look right now. This might be overdone, but I could potentially see this. Multiple models have been hinting at this. We'll show you guys the NAM real quickly as well. It is swathed of some potential 8 to 12 inches in this area. Could shift a little bit more to the south or to the north. If anything, I could see this more of a southward shift. So places like Chicago, Galesburg, the Quad Cities, Des Moines, Madison, it could be 60 degrees today. And in 2 days from now, you could be shoveling 6 inches of snow. So now let's take a look at, let's just go long range forecast now for how the GFS is interpreting the situation. A brief cold span, but if I move into next week real quickly, I'm going to show you guys our 144. You can see it is a lot of warmth is going to be entering in this region. I'll be looking next week, next Thursday in fact, I'm going to be showing you guys another potential severe weather opportunities I'm keeping an eye on. But if I just keep playing you guys temperature forecasts, our 81, 89, you can see a lot of warm temperatures continues for all across the United States. But particularly I'm focusing for around the Thursday time frame real quickly. Sorry about this. As you can see, bunch of warm temperatures in the 50s. This is Tuesday. If I keep moving out south, I mean, it's a little bit too far to think about, but there's a chance some really warm temperatures to be impacting the United States, with temperatures all across this region in the 50s and 60s next week, and maybe some severe weather. So I'm going to play with the composite reflectivity the whole model one so we can show you guys what we're talking about. Here we go. So I'm just going to quickly show you guys what the GFS is hinting for the next couple of weeks so we can see what everything is going to be impacting. You can see the first wave, you can see the second wave, you can see the third wave. And now we'll quickly show you guys with the temperature so you guys can see everything as well. Just look at the color code right now. Well, quickly I'm just going to close this and I'm going to pause you guys when the GFS stops to load. Sorry about this real quickly, but we're going to be monitoring how the weather forecast could be crazy next week and the rest of this week. You can see the warm air continues and just continues to be in the south and east. So pretty much, if you're in this region, all across the mid northeast, this whole region right here, it's going to be very, very warm and temperatures almost 60 degrees in next week. So, and then also be severe weather as well, which we'll talk about in the future. It's too early to talk about them right now. So we'll take a look at another model, which would be the NAM 12 kilometer, and we'll talk about what is forecast for the Midwest because of the sneaky snowstorm that could be developing in a few, in literally 48 hours, maybe. Let's just take out hour 30. You can see it coming in from the south right here and watch it move its way this direction real quickly. Let's move into hour 34, hour 39. You can see it coming in from the left. It's going to start off as all rain, but a back snowfall from the NAM. This is a little bit more cold bias, which I could believe in a little bit more, but also NAM tends to be more north with the snowfall. But you can see the heavy snowfall now entering in Kansas City, Des Moines getting into it, even the Quad Cities now. I'm showing us there is a potential heavy snowstorm for Iowa, all across Iowa. And we could be going live on Thursday depending on the situation, Wednesday into Thursday, depending on how the situation is. I might live stream on my laptop depending on how the weather is and how bad it is forecast. You can see it including the western suburbs all across this region. I would monitor the situation for potential surprising snowstorm with another round of snow just a few days from now. And we'll quickly show you guys the temperature rise as well for this snowstorm, so you guys can see. We'll start from hours 55. You can see that it's going to be very, very warm. It's going to be very, very close for some places. Temperatures around 34 down to 33 degrees. So you might be borderline of getting this heavy snowfall for hour 54, 57. You can see that 32 is going to be heavy wet snow if this does occur. And you can just see it, and you can see the severe weather risk down to the south as well. So let's take a look at how much snowfall could be falling real quickly. We'll play it all the way till the end of this model run. We'll go to 69, 75, and 84. So you could see that there's going to be some place in this region getting 5 to 8 inches of snow on top of the severe weather, and it's 60 degrees today. So everybody, I want to say thank you for the support on our channel. This will be uploading later today. I'll catch you guys for another video. Enjoy the rest of the day. Stay safe. Goodbye, everybody.